It's becoming increasingly hard to argue against calling Khamzat Chimaev the king of withdrawals. Pulling out of fights has practically become second nature for him, and his most recent no-show was a big one. Fans were eagerly anticipating his showdown with Robert Whittaker, a fight that was set to be one of the main attractions of a high-profile summer event in Saudi Arabia. For Chimaev, who has a strong following in the Middle East, this was more than just a fight. It was a golden opportunity to elevate his status within the promotion and further cement his popularity in the region. But in a disappointing twist, just weeks before the event, Chimaev was forced to withdraw, leaving Dana White's plans for a spectacular fight in Saudi Arabia up in smoke. The official reason given for Chimaev's exit was a troubling combination of low immunity and the effects of overtraining, issues that have plagued the fighter in the past. Interestingly, this overtraining habit isn't just a rumor. Caio, Borralho, a rising middleweight contender and Chimaev's former training partner, recently spilled the beans in an interview, shedding light on the rigorous and sometimes reckless training regimen that might be Chimaev's own worst enemy. As the debate rages on about Chimaev's reliability, one thing is certain: the Boers may be his own toughest opponent yet. Caio Borralho feels on top of the world after his recent quick victory over Jared Cannonier, which significantly impacted the middleweight division. In a recent interview on Submission Radio, Borralho discussed his win and his friend, Khamzat Chimaev. The host asked Borralho about Chimaev's training routine, which had previously been showcased in his popular training videos. Borralho recalled the past, saying, "He trains a lot. Like, I haven't seen any other guy in my life that trains as much as he trains, you know. Maybe that's why sometimes he, kills his body and doesn't make it to the fight. But definitely, he's guy that overtrains everyone in the room." He further added about Boers' brutal training routine: "There was a time we did, 5 rounds of sparring, and after sparring was done, he did, 3 or 4 rounds on pads. And then after that, he did, a 30-minute run." Now fully recovered, Khamzat Chimaev is ready to put all those past issues behind him and prepare to face Robert Whittaker to settle old scores once again. This time, however, not in Arabian lands but in Abu Dhabi at the upcoming UFC 308, scheduled for the end of October. Boers' opponent, Whittaker, sees the Russian native's setback as an advantage for himself in a recent interview. Now, we have to wait and witness if it proves to be fruitful for him. UFC veteran Robert Whittaker is focused on reclaiming the middleweight title he lost to Israel Adesanya in a disappointing defeat. Despite this setback, his confidence remains strong as he continues his pursuit of the title. Whittaker was originally scheduled to fight Khamzat Chimaev, but due to Chimaev's illness, he faced Ikram Aliskerov instead. Now, Whittaker has another chance to fight Boers, for the bout was initially scheduled for May. When asked about his preparation for the upcoming fight, Whittaker expressed confidence, revealing the secret behind his belief: "I've essentially had 2 camps for this guy, right? I think skill set wise, I'm probably at the best I've been. I've been especially most prepared for Khamzat, theoretically speaking, as I could be, right?" What are your thoughts on Khamzat Chimaev's intense training regime? Do you think he should immediately stop following these extreme methods and instead adopt a regime that suits his body? Drop your comments below.